What up, it's your boy Frank the Tank. This is brand new phone, bro, and it's still doing its acting screwy. It's your boy Frank the Tank, aka Mr. Trying to get that money in the bank. I am so pissed off. I was trying to do a video for you guys a little while ago, and it did not record. Like, it was recording and then it stopped. So today we're working on my sister's car. It's a 2012 Nissan Maxima S. Hey, come here. Come here. Want to introduce y'all to somebody. That's my nephew. Say hi to YouTube, baby.
Hi.
Tell them the name of your car.
My name of the car is Max the Beast.
Max the Beast. You heard it right here. So the Apophis Car channel is actually I'm gonna set up a YouTube channel for them, just so that way when I do videos on their car, it's gonna be under the Max the Beast title. Now today what we're doing is I'm still pissed off because I had that whole thing done. So obviously what you got to do is you got to make sure that you're going to figure out what's going on. Well, my sister and my brother-in-law were pulling in, braking the rear. It sounded really janky. We took it apart so we could inspect it. We found that the caliper and the bracket were fused together by one pin, and there's nothing we can do about it. You can't pull it out and straighten it out. It's gone. It's done. You got to replace it. And on top of the caliper being janked like that, what it did was it actually damaged the rotor. So obviously proper procedure dictates that what you do is you break the grip on the lugs, jack from a safe jacking point underneath your car, which is right there, indicated by two small holes and then a piece of metal in between on the frame rail. So this is my sister's rotor. Okay, this is the rotor that came off her car. Now see how the front looks so pretty, right? I mean, not really, but yeah. So the rotor in the front looks good. This is what it looks like in the back. Now, anyone who's ever changed brakes before knows that this kind of stuff happens when the brake pad wears through to metal, right? Here's the freaking crazy thing. The rotors are supposed to be the same thickness on both sides. Does that look like it's the same thickness on both sides? Hell no. So what happened is the rear of the brake pad got fused and locked because the caliper is trash, and it locked up on the rotor, and while she was driving it was giving her
fluid.
You know, this ain't brake fluid, baby. I sprayed brake loose free.
That is the brake fluid.
Yeah, that's brake fluid. So what I did was hold on. All right. So yeah, so it was applying pressure on the rear even with her brake released, and it was causing her car to waste way more gas, and on top of that gave her a power loss. Thank you. This is why you were having that reduced power, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Because it fused up. Hold on a second. Is he alright?
Yeah, he hit his knee.
Dang, bro. Alright, pardon me. This is not product placement, but if Bill Millers wants to sponsor me in any of my videos, look me up. You know, I love you, sweet tea, Bill Millers. Alright, so it fused up, locked up on the back, so my sister was burning way more gas than she should have been. The car wasn't rolling right. It's just not a good situation. Anytime you have an issue or concern when it comes to braking, it's very important that you do not procrastinate, Jessica.
She don't even have emergency brakes.
Yeah, she has emergency brakes. They're not the newest.
No, they're worn out.
Yeah, they're worn. You still got this much material, bro, from right here.
Fucking worn out already.
Yeah, it's worn.
You okay, Dad?
She's not parking? All right. Sorry, my mom's just pulled up over here, so I gotta give my mom a shout out. Woo woo! Her birthday was the other day. Turned 25. No, she didn't turn 25, but she's my mom. I gotta say whatever she says. So that rotor's trash, clearly. Luckily, this is a good time since you got this out. And my brother-in-law was saying you gotta inspect your parking brake. Oh, hell no. Yeah, you're right, bro. She's gonna need parking brakes. They're gone. Yeah, I just saw the front right here. It's chewed up. So yeah, so we're gonna definitely need to get that addressed. Maybe we can go and get the brakes from over there. Go for it, bro. All right, so I'm over here just getting this done. It was a pain in the ass. One bolt down here, this one, did not want to come free. After a little bit of liquid wrench and beating on it back and forth for a minute, it finally broke loose and I was able to get it out. So we got that out. That's all good and gravy. Here's the donor rotor that we got off of a 2009 Nissan Maxima S. Look at the difference in how that rotor looks compared to the other one. And yes, if you see how it's shiny and smooth right there, we did take it to get planed at Luis Auto right up the street. If you ever in Senate, hold on.
I got you the tea, baby. I got you a coconut cream pie or lemon meringue. Which one do you want?
Lemon meringue. But there's my mama right there. Such a beautiful lady. That's YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
I'm doing a video, so that's my mama right there. She's 25 years old. And any of y'all want to mess with my mama, I'll hit you in the head with a hammer. All right? Don't mess with my mama. Anyway, I'm gonna take this time out right quick to throw a shout out to my kids, Caden, Aria, Lorelai, Richard, Spudsy, Tyler. I love you guys. I hope y'all are doing good. I miss you guys. I know y'all have been at camp and today's y'all's first day back, and I wish I could be seeing you guys, but I have to try and help Jessica get her car up and running. I hope you guys understand that as soon as I have some time, I will definitely go swimming with you guys, or at least do something with you guys. So I love you. I miss you always. That's the shout out for today. Let's get back into reassembling now that we removed all this. 9 times out of 10, when you are trying to remove any brake component that's been on a vehicle for a long time, you're gonna have issues like what I had here. A bolt's not gonna want to come out. It's gonna need a little extra persuasion, a little extra force. You got to be very careful when you're doing it, because if you overdo it, you can shear the head off of the bolt. You can damage the head, or you can bust your knuckles on something up here. You see what I'm saying? So you need to make sure you're doing what you're doing and take care of it. That aside, once that's off, that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is when the rotor has been sitting on the hub for as long as it's been here. Luckily, this hub, like most of the hubs, I don't know if y'all can see that back there. Look, there it is right there. You see that? So this year Maxima actually came with a cool feature. Just like the front hubs, Maximas of yesteryear, they actually had to be pressed in and pressed out, and they were held in place by 2 retaining circular springs. And that was a terrible thing, because you had to actually take your entire spindle to go to a machine shop in order to get a hub bearing assembly pressed on and pressed off, which is a pain in the butt and it takes time. And 90% of the time when that happens, even the safest machinist will have broken a bearing. They will break a bearing when installing it if they're not. They're supposed to be, the bearing's supposed to be cooled. The hub, which is the part right here on the front, is supposed to be cooled. That way the bearing goes into the seat cold, and it shrinks the metal a little bit, and as it warms up, the bearing expands just a fraction of a bit, and then the hub shrinks and seats on the inside of the hub, of the bearing itself. And it had to be pressed together, and if they weren't careful, they break stuff, and then you end up right back in the same place. So luckily these newer Maximas actually came with that option, where I guess someone at Nissan was like, you know what, people are having too much trouble with these hub bearings, let's just switch them up. So what they were actually doing for the back hubs assemblies, making them held in by 4 screws, they actually did that in the 2009s to the front ones as well. So the CV axle nut that holds the front one, you remove that, pop the CV axle back, and the 4 screws are there in the front. So it makes the hub transfer so much easier, and it's something that I'm actually going to be doing on a Pofis in the next couple of days. I just went and got a key lock for my rims. Yeah, I know, I was driving crazy because I didn't have the damn thing to take off the tire in case I had a blowout. Yeah, I know, not smart, right? Anyway, so when you're getting this one off, it usually fuses there because dust and debris builds up around the hub center, and usually with a nice little persuasive tool, you just bang it around. Do not hit the studs themselves, hit between on the rotor itself right here, and after a couple of hits, turn it and hit it and turn it, and keep applying a little bit of pressure towards you. That way it'll start doing that little wiggle like this, and eventually it will break free. All the dirt and debris that's in the hub, that's between the hub and the actual rotor, will break loose, and then it'll pop right on off. So now that we got that done, like I said, I want to throw a big shout out to Luis Auto Tires. That's right up on Fredericksburg Road here in San Antonio, Texas. This is the amazing quality work that they do. And literally, we had no wait. They literally took the stuff, threw it on the machine, and started going. Those guys actually, they did what they needed to do, and we're really excited about how these rotors turned out. So we're gonna install the new rotors. Go ahead and stand by. My bad, y'all. I took a little bit of hiatus. Sorry. All fucking late. I already got the wheel on. The new caliper has already been installed, so is the new brakes. So all of that's good. It's already all back in place. So yeah, this side's done. I'm gonna put the tire back on. This is actually what I'm doing right now. And then we're gonna move to the other side, and we're gonna change out the other side so that way my sister can drive home in peace, knowing that her car is working properly. All right, so see you in a bit. All right, we're back at it again, fam. So we had to remove this side. See how good this looks? Looks good. I haven't even gotten to the back side on this one yet, but that looks a hell of a lot better than the first one. See? Well, no, it doesn't. It looks about the same.
Looks a little bit better though.
A little bit better, but it's about the same. But look at that crease though. Look at how small that is. That's not very big. Anyway, we're gonna tear this fucker off, and oh, pardon me. We're gonna tear this thing off, and we're gonna go through and do the change steps. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I did on that side, but on this side, basically these things are easy to get confused as well. They bolt up to the same location. So you see this nipple right here? This nipple has to be up. If you have it down, it creates an air cavity in the caliper, and when you step on the brake, you'll get a spongy brake. So remember, pay attention to what you're doing when you're taking them off. It's a size 14. Where is it at? Okay, so it's a size 14 open-ended crescent wrench right here. Give it a good little knock. I mean, normally we would probably use a hammer like I have, but I'm a guy. So when you see a deer, you see Bambi. I see antlers up on the wall. Yeah, dude, I know I want to go hunting. See, this one didn't come out that bad. It does still have grease on the inside of the sleeve, so that's a good sign. But this bottom one is already starting to catch a little bit. But it's going free all. Yes, we use free all products sometimes. They work free all. Freedom, freedom. All right, so now I gotta get that sucker loose. Oh, and it's a size 8 for the nipple, and the back side is a size 12. 12. Yeah, see, so I'm not trying to do it, but I just broke the grip on it, and I finger tightened it back on, just so that way we can get it and move it out of the way. So see how this sway bar is keeping this pin from coming out. I don't know why Nissan did that, but no biggie. No biggie. All we do is pull on the brake caliper. It comes a little loose because it compresses the piston, and we drop the piston down. The caliper down, and then we can remove these. Oh, that one still got a good amount of meat, but see the back side. Yeah, no, you could definitely tell that one side's being eaten up more than the other. So that's no good. I'm gonna get rid of those guys. Now we're gonna break these two guys free. Those are the size 19 size 19 socket. Pain in the butt. All right, so I'm gonna break that guy free real quick. Stand by.